Bienvenidos a Cena en la Mesa Redonda Show, tu fuente de conocimiento. Disponible en todas las plataformas digitales y en vivo por YouTube. Todos los martes, miércoles y jueves a las 9 p.m. desde la Gran Manzana, Nueva York. Con los comunicadores Nelly, Sincolte TV, Jeffrey Empire Oqueroquín, Miss Dila Computica y Kelsey Portugal. Síguenos en Instagram. Cena en la Mesa Redonda, tu fuente de conocimiento.
You've been listening to Dinner at the Round Table podcast. Follow them at Dinner at the Round Table.
Live from New York, you already know what it is, and people, that's Nueva York. Sit on la Mesa Redonda show, Dinner at the Round Table podcast. We got a conjunction. We're all conjunction today. Sit on la Mesa Redonda show. We got Dinner at the Round Table all together on one episode. We got the other day, La Dueña, Chris Ryder. You got Nelly Nels in the building. And then we got our special guest, Nuestro invitado especial, the mayor, DP Mike Jones, el alcalde de Dykeman. What's good, baby boy?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Ya ustedes saben, mi gente. It's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me to dinner in La Cena. And you already know we got too much history, man. I'm not gonna do this, my brother. I'm not gonna do this.
For real. I was like, yo, I need you on the show. Mike was like, what, man? You didn't even gotta say anything. Tú no tenés que decir nada. You just gotta let me know what day, man. You was traveling to DR. I remember I came to pick up the Dominican Power sweater, which I got right here next to me. I'll put it on later on the break. But yeah, man, it's always been love. Me and Mike, we know each other for like 20 years, almost like 20 something years, man. 20 years.
Almost 20 plus, man.
It's crazy.
You know, we here and we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and funny thing is we still look the same, bro. I think I still look the same.
Nah, you do. You got hair. I don't. My hair's right here. My hair's right here. I don't got. People think that I'm bald, but when we went through that pandemic, I grew my miniature afro, and they were like, "What? You got hair, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I got hair. Just because I got, I cut it long don't mean nothing. Yeah, but you should let it out." I'm like, "No, I'm good. I ain't doing that." That was a high school days. You know what I mean? I got the L, Cool J, and all that. Nah, I'm good. Dame look. ¿Cómo están ustedes? How's the pandemic treating y'all? Hope all is well with your family and loved ones, man.
Oh, so nice of you. Yeah. We hope everybody out there is safe, con la familia, just they want to reopen everything, down here in Miami, everything is opened up like nothing ever happened.
Shit, y'all been open up since day one when the pandemic did.
Yeah. Texas is open too, though, but
Texas before Florida.
But then Florida, y'all new kind of reckless. Y'all been packing clubs like it's pre-pandemic. It's slowly getting there, even though people are starting to walk around without their mask on.
Yeah,
Look how crazy it was that when what was it that Miami was full, the streets, everything, that the cops had to get involved and all that for spring break. Mind you, for spring break, right? Like I took that because that's in March and my birthday's in March. And I was scared of traveling just because of the COVID, right? I was afraid of traveling, and I said to myself, damn, I can't go to LA because LA is closed. I can't go watch games. Let me just take this trip. Let me go to the Bahamas. Y yo estaba asustado porque yo dije, diablo, me voy para los Bahamas. God forbid my hotel is full of freaking party go and college kids and spring breakers. And I said to myself, diablo, if I go there, God forbid I catch this shit because of these little rugrats.
Oh man.
Yeah, it can happen. I had a friend that just flew back last week from DR and he got sick.
Hey.
No, I was the only one. OJ, I was my fault to cut you off now. It was 30 people in my resort, right? And every morning I would get up and go to the beach, eat breakfast, go to the beach. Have the beach all to myself. I would look to my left, look to my right. There was other resorts next to mine. And I was like, all right, 30 people. ¿Dónde está la 30 gente? The only time I used to see the 30 people was in dinner time. Only in dinner time, and nobody would be, like, there'll be people in the pool and stuff like that. But I was like, where are these 30 people coming from?
If I was going to the Bahamas, I would have took that risk too, man. So don't worry about it, bro. You did a good thing. I'm like, I'm out. Fuck that shit. Fuck over.
And my experience with COVID, man, is like you can take all the precautions in the world, still get it, and you can be reckless and not get it. It's better to stop you from living your life. You know?
Thank the Lord that we're all Power Rangers. Anyway, that was it. What we doing? We talking shit. Niggas be thinking that we smoking mad blunt.
It looked like he was doing the Harlem Shake a little bit.
With light up right in mid karate move.
Yeah, but I like. He did a karate move and killed it with the. You want to throw stars? I'm good.
Yo, we got that compotica coming right in real quick. Let's bring her in real quick. She's Mr. Power Ranger theme song. Let's see.
She missed it.
There you go. You can see her, Mike?
Yeah, I see.
This is Miss D, la compotica from Cena la Mesa Redonda.
Miss D.
Latinos.
Hey, you guys. Mucho besos. Hi, la dueña. Hi, Nelly.
What's up?
Hi, guys. ¿Cómo fue? Sorry, I'm just driving. Estoy un poquito, ya tú sabes.
Ya tú sabes. Say hi to DP, the mayor of Dykeman, our guest.
Un saludo a DP de parte de Compotica y de nosotros. Aquí estamos en grupo encendido.
Ya, nada, imagínate, tú estás manejando. So, people could know that this is real.
This is real. This is New York.
But the good thing is that you wearing the Just Do It sweater from Nike. So you're just doing it right now. Driving.
You already know.
And she's buckled up. So that's she's following the law too. Yeah. So she can't get in trouble.
She can't get in trouble.
Yeah, la computica. We don't want you getting pulled over. Take it easy, my friend.
Facts.
But yo, let's get to the nitty gritty, man. Who is the mayor, DP Mike Jones? ¿Quién es el alcalde? DP Mike Jones. ¿Quién es el alcalde? Let's talk to the people, man. For those that don't know you, which is very rare that somebody doesn't know you, because everybody and their mother knows you. The cats and the dogs in the alleyway. Pero para los gatos que no te conocen, los chivitos ahí te jobo. Vamos a decirle quién tú eres, mi hermano. Arranca por ahí.
Well, Mike DP Jones, el alcalde of Dykeman, Washington Heights, is a humble dude, go-getter, a dude that's chasing his dream, a dude that's trying to do positive things in his community to show the kids that are coming up now, this generation, that if I could do it, you could do it. No dream is too big or too small for you to chase. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't chase your dreams. Those que te están diciendo que no, que tú lo que estás es demasiado loco, that you want to do this, you want to do that. Don't let nobody tell you no different. At the end of the day, it's all about you. You got to be the one to chase everything that you're trying to go for. Porque que te venga a decir que tú no lo puedes ser is either a hater, either he doesn't have no motivation, o es lo que está quedado. Al final del día.
Happiness.
Yeah, al final del día es lo que está quedado. Me, I'm just a go-getter, man. I'm a dude that's chasing his dreams. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do before this man takes me off this earth. And now, you know what I've been through, B. I've been through 3 death-defying experiences. 3, not 1, not 2, 3. That's 3 strikes on my life. And that man above me dejó aquí. Dijo, no, you got a purpose. And when I tell people I don't know what my purpose is, and when I do events in my community, people tell me, yo, that's a purpose right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
You found something that works for you. And now you got to just go with it and flow with it. And, you know, some people, they still don't know what their purpose is in life. But, you know, you got to just keep your eyes open and keep trying new things. Like me, I'm all about trying new things. You know, I'm acting, I'm a singer. I work in real estate. You know, I'm just trying to try everything in life and see what works, see what I like the best, and see where I get the most response from. You know what I'm saying? And aquí en Cena en la Mesa Redonda too. You know what I mean? We all got so many things on our plate. And you know what I mean? Just keep going. Just keep going. You know, people are like, wow, you doing all of that? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to find my purpose, you know?
Trying to find, you're trying to find your niche. And it's like, come on, man. We all natural born leaders. We never been followers. If you was raised by your mom, you was raised by your dad, they taught you to have morals and respect. And that's how I was raised. In order to gain respect, you got to give respect. But my thing is, don't be a follower, always be a leader, man. And I try to lead by example. Hay gente que dicen that I don't really do a lot, pero to me, I say I do a lot.
Yeah, you do a lot, man. You bring the community together. When it comes to Dykeman, cuando se trata de Diamond, if anybody's coming through, rapper, celebrity, anybody who's in the sports world, any leader, they come and check in with you first. Si vienen a hablar contigo, si no hablan con Mike Jones, you're not getting support that they need. Let's talk the real deal, man. So you coming up to Dykeman, bro, and you want that backup, man. You gotta speak to Mike Jones. There's no question. This is the reason why they call you the mayor. Let's talk about how you got that name, brother, the mayor. ¿Cómo te dieron ese nombre, el alcalde? Because I know you're a humble dude, and I love you for that. You've always been a humble dude, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, your humbleness, you know, you're tied into the streets because of where you grew up at. In Dykeman, está conectado con la calle, pero you have that pull where your humbleness and you being real with people brings in a lot of people together. So let's talk about how that name, the mayor, came out, man. How you get the mayor, bro? How you became I didn't even vote for your ass. Fuck you. You fucking rigged the elections.
Estilo Santo Domingo, tú sabes cómo hacen en el patio, ¿cómo se llama? They be rigging the votes. Pero no. Back then, ¿cómo se llama? Back then era Mike Jones, por el rapero de Houston, Mike Jones, that he had a song that I felt like that was like an intro to every single time I would go out partying.
Mike Jones!
Y tú sabes now? Yo, and it was crazy that every DJ in the hood, or even when we used to go downtown, they used to play that song, like that Mike Jones. Back then, they ain't want me. Now I'm hot. Now they all up on me. Yes, I used to go by that name. Mind you, it went from Big Mike, Mike Jones, then the mayor. And the mayor came about, el primo mío, como se llama Bougie. He used to be like, yo, everybody knows you. Everybody fucks with you, B. You like the mayor and this to the third. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm just a humble dude. And I like networking. Al final del día, I'm not one of those. I'm not celebrity struck. Okay, if I grew up, I grew up in the 80s, 70s, and I used to watch a lot of videos, a lot of hip hop videos, video music box and stuff like that. And I used to always see my favorite rappers. And había veces I used to be like, coño, un día de esto yo voy a chocar con estos tigres. And that's how it was. I used to go downtown clubbing, and me being in the club, I used to see these rappers come in, and alguna vez, you know, I was starstruck because I'm like, wait a minute. Estos tigres yo acabo de verlo en Video Music Box anoche y mira dónde están aquí, que al lado de nosotros. and yo, I had me and my crew had one episode, right, that we went to this club called Club Vertical. Down next
Vertical, that's throwback.
Yeah, next to Limelight, right?
Oh,
and we had,
that's throwback.
And we used to take the old school caddy limousine, right, to Vertical. Nosotros no sabíamos quién era Wu-Tang. Well, I didn't know who Wu-Tang was. So they put the velvet robe. Nosotros entramos to Club Vertical. They put us in our spot. Está Wu-Tang afuera. Está Ghostface Killer con la máscara and this to the third. Pero yo todavía no sabía quién era estos tigres. So, you know, they were like, yo, but who the heck is these guys that you guys let them in? And we here trying to get in. The bouncer, because I was like, yo, you don't know who them guys are? They them guys from Uptown, the Uptown Boys. And I was like, nosotros entramos como si nada. We had a good blast. The following day, we in my man's crib, and we all vibing, watching Video Music Box. What happens to come on? Wu-Tang. And I forgot what was the video that Wu-Tang is on the school bus. Y tan todito, all of them, the whole Wu-Tang. And I'm looking at my boys. Which one was it?
Was it well, it was with Cream. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Yo, I'm from Shaolin. I'm from Staten Island, so you know what I'm saying?
That the bus is going around in circles and Method Man has the glass eye and everything.
I think that was Cream. Yeah.
All right. So yo le digo a los muchachos, yo, mira. And we all looked at each other. We were like, oh shit, we scared dumb niggas. Pero that name came about because of me being a people person. I don't think that I'm better than nobody. I'm just trying to be better than myself. And especially with everything that I've been through in life, I'm just trying to be better than myself. I'm not trying to be better than you. I'm not trying to be better than you. I want to be better than myself because I want to make myself better. I'm never in a competition with nobody. If you feel like you're in a competition with me, allá tú. Yo no puedo decir nada.
Mr. Mayor,
dime a ver.
¿Y qué te hizo tomar una carrera en esta profesión? Querer ser coach, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Querer enseñar a estos niños, tomar esa decisión de moverte en ese ángulo.
Ese ángulo because before me, I had a lot of mentors. Whether it was my street ball coach, whether it was my high school coach, whether it was my teachers, they all enlisted in me as to become a leader, not to become a follower. Never be a follower. Always lead by example. So I love the kids and the kids love me. One day I was one of them until I became who I became. So lo mío es to show them that a person like myself that comes from the same environment that you come can make it.
Exacto, y a que a la misma vez tú lo estás educando y lo estás enseñando a que tengan, por una parte, modales y tengan algo en que también entretenerse y sacarlo de la calle. ¿Tú me entiendes? Que no están, tú me entiendes, tú le estás enseñando un futuro a la misma vez. ¿Y de qué edad son los niños que tú tienes? ¿De qué edad aproximadamente?
Well, I'm a basketball coach at a private middle school up in the Heights in St. Elizabeth. So there is from, I'm gonna say kindergarten to 5th grade. Not even 5th grade, from kindergarten to 8th grade. Yeah, from 8th grade. It's from that age group.
Wow, qué excelencia. Qué excelencia. Es un dolor de cabeza trabajar con esa edad.
Oye, a los principios era un lío, but you know, in due time, each day they all got a little character to themselves that puts a smile on my face every day I go into work. Like right now during this pandemic, they got me in a group chat. Y todos los días me tiran like, your coach, when we go inside the gym, and I tell them, if it was up to me, we'll be in the gym every day. Pero I gotta think about y'all safety and I gotta think about my safety. I'm not trying to catch something from y'all. Y'all not trying to catch something from me. At the end of the day, we all gotta be safe and sorry. But I miss my kids, man. I miss my kids dearly. Ellos algunas veces vienen y me vocean por la ventana. Yo, coach, I want your class.
Ay,
look out the window. Y algunas veces yo salgo y le hago coro, you know, 6 feet separation y le hago coro.
I see that definitely, you know, just like I just met you now for the first time and I could just already feel your energy, feel your vibes, you know what I mean? Kids following you because they see something in you. So, you know, God bless you for that, you know, especially
thank you.
To stay in
and then look at the environment. Look at the environment that I come from.
The kids just tuned in right now.
The kids. And look at the environment that we come from, and especially me and now. I don't know who else to see it from the Heights. Look at the environment that we come from. Oh, my fault, Chino, my fault. You know?
And Cena was like, what?
Yeah. He's like, what?
Hey, look at the environment. Look, I'm a 70s baby. So you know I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen it all. Like I've seen it all. And this generation is like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like it's like a big W-O-W. Wow. Because yo digo alguna vez que coño, mano, for real, it's like this.
Yeah.
You guys is lucky y'all growing up in this era. You would have grown up in my era, you would have survived.
What?
You wouldn't survive. You wouldn't survive. Your parents would have been.
Mike, another thing is too, earlier, cuando estaba hablando de que you was never starstruck. Yo pasé por eso también. Like, I went through that experience too, that I wasn't really starstruck because in my own hood, donde nosotros lo criamos, where we grew up at, there was dudes that were bigger celebrities than the same celebrities. Those celebrities were coming to chill with the top pingon dude from down the block. The Quilero, you know, the Quilero dudes, the big capos from uptown, they was chilling with them dudes already. So I'm like, if I know the big capo from up the block, who's bigger than me? Bigger ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I used to see it. So when I got into the entertainment industry, I used to mess around with Papoose and Sicario. You know, like that was normal to me because I was always used to being around big willies. I had big willies in my hood that were more popular than them. So like, I get where you're coming from in that sense. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Y no tanto eso, que no es respeto ya. Como antes había respeto, el respeto no está.
No, eso sí no hay. Eso sí, eso yo te digo, ¿cómo es con potica?
Compotica, la compota.
Compotica. You hit it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, compotica. You hit it in the bullseye. Because this generation, I'm sorry to say it, ellos no respetan nada. They don't have no morals, don't respect nothing. And it's like, if it's not their way, it's no way. And I be sometimes telling myself like, yo, ustedes no van a durar mucho, papá, si ustedes que viven esa vida así, porque di que that you're not going to give respect to gain respect. You just want to take it? Nah. I wish you would have grown up in my era to see what would have happened to you.
Not even just that, bro. Niggas will get fucked up out here for that shit, boy.
Man, yo te digo a ti, yo recuerdo my triple OG, my triple OG había veces, eso sí es verdad. Había veces que my triple OG se encojonaba, loco, con nosotros los chamaquitos y lo daban unos cocotazos, loco. I used to run to my mom and be like, ma, le voy a dar un batazo a este tigre. ¿Qué pasó? Mira este chichón que tengo yo. No me dio un cocotazo porque estaba encojonado. Que move away from the building.
Yep.
And I understood what he was trying to do. You know, he was trying to build respect. Because si tú no estás en el medio, ¿qué es lo que tú vas a estar frente al building que está la vaina? I'm trying to save you. Go down the block. Don't stand in the corner. You're not old enough to be here. So why are you standing in the corner? You're not doing what we're doing. Go down the block, go play your baseball, handball, manhunt, tag, all that. No te pare aquí. And I could respect that, bro. Like I grew up in a tough era, B. I mean, no importa lo que diga la gente.
Yeah, man. So I mean, that's part of why you have that status of where you have respect and tú tienes respeto para la gente y tienes estatus en la comunidad porque tú te criaste un tiempo in a time where things needed to be by the book. And, you know, that molded you to be the person that you are nowadays. And that's the reason why you're still a life coach. You are a life coach for a lot of people. You're also a coach in sports. También eres un gerente en deportes. Vamos a hablar de cómo comenzó Dominican Power, the basketball team. Let's talk about the Dominican Power basketball team. Let's talk about that, how that got started. And let's talk about the tournament, man. Let's talk about how many wins, how many championships, how many times they bring the crown to Dykeman.
Man, listen. DP started, you could say, got over 15 plus years, right? Lo primo hermano, I'm one of the co-founders alongside, ¿cómo se llama? Raul Salazar, que se llama The Maniac, Ricardo Rivas, also known as The Slasher. So they always been ballers, always, desde Santo Domingo para acá. They always been ballers, right? Them themselves decided to make a team of mainly Dominicans, estilo DR status, that when you go to DR, is a whole group of Dominicans y dos refuerzos americanos, right? And they built that team up because, remember, we're not supposed to play basketball. What's our main sport? What's our main sport?
Baseball.
Our main sport is baseball.
Baseball.
And play merengue.
Or play merengue.
About is hockey.
It's play baseball, merengue, or dominoes. That's our main sport. No, that we the baddest outside dancers. We're the dopest cooks. We play baseball. Pero when basketball got introduced, and especially by this man right behind me, the Dominican Dream, Felipe Lopez, that he opened up the doors for many Dominicans to chase their dreams. So el equipo se hizo to show everybody that no, we just don't play. We just don't play como se llama baseball. We play the sport too. Y cuando se hizo el equipo, we took in the early 2000s, we took New York, the whole tri-state by storm, ganando en mucho torneo. Like, I'm not going to front. The last championship I have is in 2006. I do got a drought. Don't get me wrong. But every year, I'm always there fighting. We always fighting. We're always fighting, especially here in our hometown of Dykeman. We always fighting. We're always fighting. I always lose in the first round, sometimes make it to the second round. And, you know, through time, los jugadores change. And the game got different. Like last year, I'm going to keep it 100. Well, not last year, because we got, 2 years with the pandemic? 2 years ago was the best season I ever had with Dominican Power. We were, I think, in second place or in third place, had a great squad. We lost in the first round to a team that we spanked in the beginning of the season. I was prepared. The only thing is I was just missing one extra piece. If that extra piece I would have had, I know I would have gone far. Pero we rang bells in the whole tri-state. No hay nadie que me puede decir, oh no, que Dominican Power, ¿cómo se llama? Slack. No, we ain't slack. We just, you know, there's a lot of new talent that's coming up right now in high school. There's a lot of talent that's coming up now in high school and in college. So the future for Dominican Power and in basketball in general is a bright one. A mí no me importa lo que diga la gente. For the future for Dominican Power and the basketball movement in the whole New York, tri-state, the whole world, it's a bright one.
Amen to that.
Nah, that ass, but them Dykeman games be getting lit as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie.
Somebody call my mama.
That's what I say.
No,
Man.
no.
Anytime I see one of those
I'm gonna
dunks
start
and
name
layups.
dropping you in the summer. I'm like, yo, I'm here with a mayor, bro. Like, dime. Let me get it.
No, también es standing room only. Like, our days is Friday nights, you know, and Friday night because we started like in the beginning of the week. When we first started, we started on a Monday, Tuesday, and stuff like that. And the commissioner seen the impact of the community. Y lo puso los viernes because Monday through Thursday, everybody's working. Friday, you coming out of work, you going home, taking a shower, and you rushing to the park. And you got to make it there. If we play at 8 o'clock, you come out at 5. We play at 8 o'clock, right? You come out of work at 5. You better take one of them puppies.
The park be packed by like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you gotta take a bird bath.
The park be packed.
You gotta take a bird bath. The girls gotta take baby wipes. The girls gotta take baby wipes and have them in the car, you know, so they can clean themselves, tap themselves down there. Because es estilo película, bro. And the reason I like playing because a lot of people tell me, oh, but you don't go play here, or you do play here. Because in the beginning, we did the little tour. We played everywhere, and we took championships in all the tournaments that we could possibly take. And the reason I stay here is because, como te digo, I feel like we in DR. If you ever been to the Palacio de los Deportes in Santo Domingo, or in La Vega, or in Santiago, and you've been to those arenas, and the arenas be con la trompeta, los Congo, everything, and it's like that. That's how it feels out here. So sometimes people be like, yo, but you don't go nowhere. I'm like, there's no need for me to go nowhere. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. Mm-hmm. Everybody comes to I know I got a big bulls out here in my neighborhood. Come to you. And everybody, when people meet, it's like they just won the Super. No,
yo.
No, and not only that when you beat me, it's like you just won the Super Bowl. You just won the Super Bowl when you beat me. Yo dame me echo a reír because I'll be like, how long I got beating you? And this is your first time beating me. Pero, you know.
Depends on the team, you know. Depends on the team. We might chase them out of the hood after that. But yeah.
Nah.
Nah, I'm fucking around.
Nah, that's the last thing we want to do because at the end of the day, come on, it's a how can I say? it's a multicultural neighborhood.
No, of course.
You know, it's a multicultural neighborhood. We all united. We all look out for one another. Si tú tienes problema con alguien, you know, just please don't bring it to the neighborhood, because at the end of the day, that nonsense stays here. ¿Quién es que se mete en problema? Remember, you live in Brooklyn, you live in New Jersey, you live upstate, you live in Carajo, man. El que se queda con ese bochinche somos nosotros.
Yeah.
El que se queda con ese bochinche somos nosotros. So it's like, nah, man, we good. Let's all have some fun. Let's drink some nutcrackers, eat a pincho, eat a chimi from the fritura truck up the block, you know? So we good money.
Yeah, Mike, I'm talking about that, DP. Hablando de eso, what game has been the most craziest game as far as like competition and that tension between both crowds, the away crowd, the home crowd, the community versus the other community? Which game do you think ha sido el más intensivo de todos los juegos que han jugado? Que están los fanáticos del otro equipo, están el equipo del otro equipo, ahí están, se están mirando que quieren pelear. ¿Cuál ha sido el juego más difícil, tú crees, a nivel de eso? Para controlar el público.
No, para decirte la verdad, there's a lot of rivalry. There's a lot of teams. You know, I can't pinpoint one team, to be honest with you, because...
Porque yo sé, pero te voy a decir una cosa, yo sé que yo me recuerdo viendo una where Joel Santana brought his team and they ended up winning.
Gang.
They won. And he was pointing at the scoreboard and you was like, I don't care about that shit. I don't care. You got crazy. Like, the crowd got up like right behind you, like, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know there's been a couple of games. Ha visto un par de juegos donde la gente se pone activo y vaina.
No, because at the end of the day, recuérdate, this is our home. We got to protect our home. You can't just come into my crib and put your feet on top of the kitchen table and think that mommy's not gonna tell you something. De que, oye, so, ¿qué tú piensas de tu panito? ¿Él va a dejar los pies ahí encima de la mesa? No.
That's a good analogy.
No.
De la educación.
No, ¿cómo se llama? At the end of the day, you know, we all, it's for the love of the game, man. It's for the love of the game. And you know, sometimes you know, we all play a part. We all play a part because we are competitors. Every team that has played in Dykeman is a competitive team. They all come with their A game. They all want to beat each other. They all want to, you know, pull teeth, pull hair. And it's like, sometimes you just, like, if I'm not playing and I'm watching other games, yo me pongo a reír algunas veces because it be so intense. It be so intense that it's true, like Nell says, que como se llama, que uno quiere fajarse después del juego and be like, yo, what the fuck? And, you know, but it's all part of the game. It's all part of the game.
It's a lot of egos, flying in the air.
Besides being a coach, now you got the players that have played in D1 schools, D2, D3, that were the man in high school, that were the man in the neighborhood, that did the overseas thing and came back, that played in the NBA and came back. And it's like, all right, in the NBA, I can't do my moves like if I'm in the street. So if I'm in the street, I'm gonna put on for the hood. I'm gonna put on for my team that I'm coming with. And that's when you realize that. You be like, wow, bro. Alguna vez, ¿cómo se llama? Yo me pongo súper contento cuando llegan los NBA a jugar en el parque, because that right there gives a kid that you can only see your favorite player on TV. But cuando ellos vienen para acá, para el parque, and they up close like that, that's a joy to my eyes, because viendo los chamaquitos happy, like, oh snap, mira quién está aquí. Wow. Can I take a picture with you? And the guy don't got no problem taking a picture with a kid.
It's
you just made that
stars,
kid.
You heard?
Yeah.
Having shooting stars. Yo, Mike, talking about superstars, but having people recognize that it was you that made that move. Los chamaquitos conociendo que dicen, oh, ese fue Mike que trajo el superstar, right? You bringing those superstars back and having them there in the game. That must be a good feeling. Who's been the biggest ex-basketball player, superstar that ever came to play on Dominican Power or to come play in Dykeman basketball that you can remember?
that I can remember when we first started.
Oíste, Mike, el nombre del tipo tan famoso que se frizó la cámara un par de veces.
The camera got starstruck.
Yeah, so
the camera got starstruck, but not Mike Jones.
With them, a lot of people thought that us as a family, as a team, everybody thought we weren't going to pull that off, bringing them two out. Yeah. Había the summer que jugó Kevin Durant versus Michael Beasley.
Oh, Kevin Durant, that was a big one. I would say Kevin Durant is the biggest one.
That was a big one. That was a big one. That was a big one because había una vez que Kyrie vino y él vino a ver, Kyrie Irving vino a ver los juegos. And ¿cómo se llama?
But wait, pero Durant jugó del juego.
No, Durant versus Michael Beasley. That night was epic. Because ahí no cabía una más. Ahí no cabía gente esa noche.
Wow, that's crazy. You know? Have Kevin Durant and Michael Beasley ahí.
Going against each other.
Wow.
And
wait, was one of them playing for Dominican Power or they was playing for the
No, they were playing for Team Nike. One was playing for Team Nike, which is Kevin Durant. He was playing for Team Nike / Bengals All-Stars. And Michael Beasley was playing for Team 914. Those are my peoples from Yonkers.
Okay.
Yeah, with us, it was Charlie. It was Charlie Villanueva. It was Francisco. Then I had ¿cómo se llama? Eric Pascual. Then I had ¿cómo se llama? Trey Berg. I had a couple of guys that played with me. And then, a lot of people thought that I would never pull it off.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought I would never pull it off. Pero imagínate, it's just, lo mío es nada más networking.
That's all you do, man, networking.
Yo lo que quiero ¿cómo se llama? Yo no pregunto mucho. Yo le digo a ellos, claro y pelado, también you build a relationship. Yeah. Lo mío es, I would like a jersey. Everybody knows this. I would like a jersey from your team. And if you could, I would like to have tickets to go watch you in Brooklyn or in Madison Square Garden or in Boston or in Philadelphia. 4 places that I could do a little road trip y coger para allá.
Yeah,
eso es lo único que yo te pregunto. Yo no te voy a pedir por cuarto ni nada de eso. Yo no necesito eso. Yo lo que quiero que en el verano tú vengas, que yo te llame, are you in town? Or you call me like, when does it start? I'm willing to play.
Yeah. That's when we met. When me, you met, que yo te conocí, we had like that same vibe that we're like networking kings. Que somos tigres que tenemos como esa habilidad como de conectar gente y organizar la persona. We're about organization. That's an attribute that God gives you that is very few people have it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why you're the DP, the mayor. You know what I'm saying? El alcalde. And, that's the reason why, even I have that gift. Sometimes it could be a curse, too, because sometimes you get weird individuals that come around, but you got to kick them out the box. And, this guy's a weirdo.
It's a two-sided sword.
Yeah, because un fatality, loco, sacarlo.
No, it's a two-sided. The way we live is a two-sided sword, man. We got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good.
Yeah.
As long as we don't stay in that bad space, we will always be good.
Yeah.
Y si ese hombre de allá arriba siempre está contigo, olvídate de todo. Los negativos get brushed off, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you're doing the good work and you're doing it humble in the name of God and all that, you know what I'm saying, or in the name of a celestial being or whatever it is that you believe in. I mean, you have positive vibes. Eventually, even if you have a few negative vibes around you, that positivity you have is gonna outshine the negative. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, Mr. Negative, get out the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Take it out and give it a fatality.
Fatality.
You got that negative vibe, all the maldición follows around with it too. You always walk around with a dark cloud over your head. And you're always wondering, why is bad things always happening? Like just bad things always happening because you don't carry good vibes. You carry positive vibes. It's like law of attraction.
Law of attraction. Yep.
My mentor taught me this too. I have my mentor that she just visited me. She's actually from Arizona. And she told me that too. It's all about positive vibes. Like don't always expect people to pay you back. You know what I mean? Or tip for tap or anything like that. So I think that's why you've been very successful. You know, Mike Younds and everything that you're doing, because it's all about positive vibes, and positivity just follows, you know, like the law of attraction. You give and it gives back.
Yo, Mike, I'm a DP. Whenever I walk into a place, people tell me I have an angelic look. I've had that same thing people told me about you. You ever heard this before in the back of your head?
What's an angelic look?
Yo, no, you're bringing the angels with you. What the hell are they? I see them.
It's a quiet.
What I'm saying is que la gente siempre me dice a mí, yo, cuando tú entras a un sitio, no, you liven that shit up, como que you got this glow. Ahora, nigga, I'm not Bruce Lee, boy. But anyway, but I've heard people say the same thing about you. Like when you walk into a place, like the whole atmosphere changes, but for positivity. Because everybody, oh shit, that's Mike Jones. Oh, that's the guy that did this. That's the guy that did this for this person, that person. He was the one that organized this and that. It's all like positivity. You know what I'm saying? That's great to have that, man.
Yo, I'd rather have that than anybody say because like I said, we both go we go get the bad and the good. There's gonna be a person when you walk in like, yo, that's a positive dude, and then there's gonna be that person that's next to the person that's saying it. He's gonna be like, nah, fuck that nigga, B. You don't gotta be dick riding that nigga. That nigga ain't this. That nigga ain't shit. That nigga. And the nigga that's saying that's a positive dude is like, yo, but why are you hating, bro? Why do you hate? Because of this? Because the love. No, it's true. Because what? You hating because the love that he's getting in the room.
Yeah.
You know, you could do the same thing that he's doing.
Same thing. We got the same 24 hours. You know, we got the same 24 hours.
You just gotta apply yourself.
Certain people have a gravitation, and certain people have opposition. You feel me, to their energy.
Yeah,
and it's like dogs.
Like for instance, for example, Nels's energy has a gravitation that people want to be around him, and you too. Like even though you and me have had our minor encounters here and there, you know, around the neighborhood and whatever, you feel me. But tú lo sientes que you have that gravitation that you're like, yo, this nigga right here, or this, you feel me? I can fuck with him. Like
I can fuck with the panda.
Like you feel me? Like you could feel the positivity and the goodness off of you, and then that thing always equates to people, you know.
And I think that's so crazy. Que alguna vez when you walk into these places, tú lo ves, you'll see people's reaction, how they face turn when you walk into the establishment.
Yeah,
go and you be like, all of a sudden you was happy, and all of a sudden you mad. Hey, what? Oh, now I ain't steal your spotlight. You could keep on doing what you're doing. I'm gonna be over here. I ain't steal your spotlight. And
that's so sad.
when Mike Jones walks into a place, be like,
and it's crazy because coño, al final del día yo no te estoy haciendo daño, papá, para tú estar actuando así.
Yo, DP, how about Chris Ryder? Chris Ryder's been quiet. He is a butcher. He does very gory stuff. He kills cows for a living. What's his vibes, you think? You think he has the vibes of a serial killer?
I don't know, man. Look at after he did that.
Nigga, I want to kill him. I want to kill that motherfucker.
No, after he did that right now, he look like Jack Nicholson in the movie.
In The Shining. Oh my God.
After he just did
Red drum.
La dueña said something very important.
He was like this. Here's Christopher.
Something very important in the podcast. He said when you have to find, when you find your purpose in life. Well, my purpose is torturing Nelly now. That's my purpose. He has a gravitational pull of being in the market for about 99 a pound. He got a lot of grain, you know what I'm saying? If you know,
but check this out though. I got him recorded.
Has the best grain, and now got the best grain.
Listen, I got him recorded.
The white goo of humans.
Mike, I got him, and guys, you guys been around.
I
got him on multiple episodes. Him admitting, testifying that he's gonna kill me. Like, so something ever happens to me. If something ever happens, something ever happens to me.
Well, Chris, you think Nelly is like a 99% lean, or is he like 70% lean, 30% fat?
You know, baby, I got the almond milk in me. You heard?
Nigga, look up episode this when he said it at this time.
He's just turkey ground.
No GMO.
So if I ever go missing, if I ever go missing in the ID channel, contact you guys. You send them to watch the podcast, 200 episodes, and they'll find at least 10 or 20 of them. No, at least 50 of them where he's threatening my life.
We're gonna find him in the wonton dumplings.
Yo, you ate one of now?
Say it again.
The Wagyu beef, baby.
He's that Wagyu, bro.
That Wagyu.
Oh, also, Mike Jones. Remember earlier when Dueña was saying like she was talking about all her accolades. Remember, oh, I do this, I do that, whatever. She also does a voiceover for the Sesame Street Amo.
Oh no, you lying.
That's her right there. Look.
This is the song, la 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 la, Elmo song. Shut the fuck up.
Why you lie, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Explain it,
man. Your Motumbo just called in and said what's up to you since you're talking about basketball. I don't know what he meant by that message. I don't know what he meant, what he was trying to tell you, Mike Jones, but that's the voice note that he left us on our call line. He said, yo, tell Mike Jones this. Well, there you go, Motumbo called in, man. What's up to you, brother?
Yo, tell him que lo quiero de gratis ese hombre.
Anyway,
I love what you guys is doing, man. I love what you guys is doing. Keep it up. Yeah. Now, tú sabes que tú tienes el apoyo mío whenever. I know there's been a minute that, you know, we've been going back and forth, like, yo, I need to come on the show. And I told you, once I come back from this trip, got my mind right, got my head screwed on right, let's do it, let's work. And you guys got a wonderful platform, man. You guys got a wonderful platform. Yeah. Keep doing it. Yo, el apoyo está ahí. You heard me? El apoyo will always be there, bro.
I got a question for you, Mike. What's your sign? I asked everybody this in the show. What's your sign?
Oh, listen, I'm trying to hook up with Mike Jones, girl.
He's his own sign.
Shut up.
I asked everybody this. I believe in astrology a lot. You know, I believe in that. I believe in astrology, you know.
So what kind of sign you think I am?
I think you might be a Virgo.
Nah, I'm a Pisces. I'm a fish when slippery. You can't grab it. You see when you can't grab it, the fish slips out your hand.
And I'm water. I'm Aquarius. I'm water. I'm all. Right. I was gonna say something, but keep it positive.
Yeah, man.
I'm made of water, so.
You made of water.
Oh. Moist.
Yo, listen, he's a Pisces, but he knew more Italians than Ices. All right.
Nelly, she said she's an Aquarius. She's made out of water. You can viste la puya que quería tirar.
There you go. She wants you to swim in those waters because you're the fish.
I'm in that ocean, baby.
Yeah, you better make that noise, Mike Jones, when you go up in there.
Yo, y'all wilding.
That's crazy. That's Aquarius water.
You want talking about diving in oceans this day?
I mean, you know, I'm never dry.
She bossed you out right there, dog. She bossed you out for sure.
Talking about slippery and wet and all this.
I think when we post, when we post this episode up on 15 different platforms, you know, the Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, they always ask, is this explicit? Is it explicit or rated X? This doesn't be rated X because of that. Sorry, guys.
Blurt that part out.
The kiddies can hear this. The kiddies cannot hear this.
This is PG.
Oh God!
Imagine a fan of Mike Jones, like a 10-year-old, like I want to see the Cena la Mesa Redonda interview, and then La Dueña's here, like basically raping you on the phone.
I did it.
You gotta do a dinner at the round table after work, bro.
say?
¿Cómo fue, Panda?
Filthy mind.
Yo, we gotta do a dinner at the round table after dark, my nigga.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll be the host.
The midnight snack.
The
There you go. There you go, right there, the midnight snack. Invite all you dead bitches.
O si no, los monchis. The midnight snack o si no los monchis. Ya tú
I
sabes.
like that one.
Los monchis, la medianoche.
Okay.
Los monchis, la medianoche.
La medianoche.
La medianoche con los monchis. Ya lo sabes.
So let's get serious. Let's get back to work, people. Let's get back to work. Anyway, Mike Jones, DP the mayor, el control de Diamond, the control of Diamond. You also, aside from the basketball, you also have a little. You put your hand in the cookie jar of the music industry. You've been very influential with a lot of artists, particularly in the Latin scene, but also in the hip hop scene. You got a great relationship with David East. Let's talk about that. That's the primo right there. What's going on?
El primo, man. El primo is something special, bro. I was just with him last night. He got a lot. He got a lot. He got this project that's coming out. I'm not even gonna ruin the surprise. He got a lot of things, man. He got a lot of things working. I told him, yo, we gotta go to DR and shoot some videos, man. We gotta go to DR and shoot some videos and take it back to the roots at least one time. So you could meet the family and stuff like that. And he's with it.
He's with it, man.
You bring us out there. We'll be out there to do live interviews.
You just want to get in the water.
I'm Aquarius. I'm always in the water.
She wants you to get in the water with her. She wants you to get.
You heard what she said?
He'll do it.
I'm always in the water.
Yo, somebody need to spray her son, yo. Hold this one down.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, but Dave East, man, is a very popular artist. I mean, in hip hop. But you also had your hands in the cookie jar, like in a sense, while helping out Latinos. Esto ayuda mucho a artistas latinos del mercado urbano. Chaka era uno de ellos, que el Tigueraje 809. Varios artistas en la escena de la música urbana latina. Vamos a hablar, how influential were you in that and helping the Latin movement, the music too? Because I know you had your hands in there too.
You could hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
You could hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
You can't hear us?
All right.
You see how you got him, Mom? You got him all riled up, man.
Nah.
I can't even hear anymore.
Nah, ¿qué cosa se llama?
The water got in his ears.
Yeah.
Óyela.
I'm gonna be honest though. Yo, La Dueña, you definitely a boss because you got moves, bro. Because for you to make the mayor of Dykeman shiver in his bed, that shit was crazy.
You're making him shake in his place of rest.
Yeah. He did a crossover in his bed, and it wasn't a basketball one. It was two other balls.
He's saying this kind of low over here.
This is PG.
La medianoche.
Yeah, Mike Jones, you did a crossover in your bed, and it wasn't a basketball one. It was two other balls.
So dime again, because I had to charge the earpods. I know we spoke about Dave East, but what was the other?
What I was saying is that you had a big influence in the Latin urban market as well, en la música urbana de los latinos, especialmente del movimiento de Nueva York. Let's talk about that. Your how you helped out the movement of Spanish Latin music in New York, like Chaka, those people, a lot of people that you helped out. Let's talk about that. How you felt being an influencer in that sense. ¿Cómo te sentiste ser una persona influyente en esa área también?
No, esa área, I wanted to tap into it porque al final del día había mucho apoyo. Había mucho apoyo porque teníamos Top Dollar con el Bibi the Boss, teníamos YTC, teníamos Fatulo Music.
Yeah.
You know, there was Tigueraje 809 with Crazy Horse Entertainment. El Never Broke. Había mucho apoyo. I just wanted to, tap in where I could fit in.
Word.
You know, wherever I could help out in any way possible. I just wanted to, you know, tap in the music industry. And I'm glad that I had an opportunity to, you know, to deal with the Chaka. You know, Chaka will always be my little brother. Chaka will always be my favorite. You know, everybody got their favorite, but Chaka is my favorite. I will put my money, you know, against him, against anybody. You know, for me, Chaka is our version of a Nas. Because Chaka is a storyteller. You know, and there's a lot of artists that I mess with. There's a lot of artists that I mess with.
You're talking about that en the live, en el en vivo. Yo no sé si tú sabes quién es. Él es un colega de nosotros, de comunicador. Calasanas. He's on the live right now. He said, what up? Calasanas. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, right?
Which is that one?
Calasanas, the guy that wears the mask, que se pone la máscara. He be on Instagram trolling, right? He had a situation with Chaka that he called him a dinosaur. That shit blew up. Y se fue like una controversia grande. How you felt when he did that? Calasana, shout out to Calasanas on the live. Un saludo a Calasana, parte de los comunicadores. Pero Calasana, él hace la vaina, trolling, pero en un sentido, reverse psychology, he put people in the mix trolling, but then at the same time, he's giving them attention.
Yeah.
Because he does it with a double sentido. Que eso es lo que me gusta de Calasana. He'll troll somebody, but at the same time, he's doing it so people can pay attention to that artist.
No,
so it's good and it's bad, but it's mostly for good that he does it.
Yeah, because alguna veces people don't understand why is he doing it. And that's where the controversy starts. Ahí es que comienzan los problemas, porque al final del día, I used to see Chaka spaz out, and I used to be like, yo, no le den mente, because if it's a dude que está trolling, y no te está dando location, no te está diciendo nada, no le dé mente. Al final del día, él tiene que ser un fanático para seguir molestándote a ti. Because dime tú, Chaka es sano, Chaka no molesta a nadie. And algunas veces, when people say that he's a dinosaur, pero he's a dinosaur that's still relevant.
It's relevant.
Doing music. That he still got, él todavía tiene su fanático. Él todavía tiene la gente que lo quieren ver performing. Es que todavía le están comprando su música. So, él un dinosaur. Let him be a dinosaur, pero you know about this dinosaur.
Yeah.
You know about the dinosaur because you keep mentioning him.
You know.
You mention him.
Yeah. And
he's one of the forefathers, one of the pioneers. I understand que vinieron gente primero que Tigreayo 09, right? Pero el que dio la luz fueron ellos.
Yeah, you're right. Ellos fueron los primeros. They were the first Latin
group,
period group that was actually making albums and actually being on mainstream radio and all that.
Okay, all right. Yo entiendo Magic One y el grupo de él.
But they were doing merengue house. That's not rap.
You know, that's a lot of people get it confused, and a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why
it was rapping, but it was rapping over a techno beat, a house beat. Pero Tigreayo 09 estaba rapeando sobre hip hop in Spanish over hip hop beats. Big difference.
Super big difference.
Cualquiera puede tirar un disparate, un techno, pero tira un disparate over hip hop beat para que tú veas. No sale igual.
Super big difference.
Yo. Respect house. Right?
The other days the EDM producer either way. Don't talk about my music like that.
Like that. Right?
Yeah, so yo le doy la
I don't do merengue house though. Never fuck with that. But yeah, don't fuck with.
Yo le doy gracias a Dios. Yo le doy gracias a Dios that I was que yo tenía, you know, that I tapped in that generation también. And during those stages, because that was a good stage of Latin hip hop. That was like what? 04, 05, 06.
Yeah.
That was a good thing, B. That was a lot of good music. Y yo siempre lo he dicho, yo siempre se lo he dicho a Chaka. Si no le vio pasar lo que le pasó a él, quién sabe en Dios where he will be at right now.
Yeah, you're right. The time wasted with his incarceration. Cuando cayó preso.
You know?
Fueron 4, no, 3 y pico.
Yeah, 3 y pico.
3 y pico, yeah. I remember that, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Chaka, man. Chaka is definitely a pioneer in the Latin music industry. You know, you think, ¿tú crees que hay muchos que no le dan el mérito. You think there's a lot of people that don't give him merit? They don't
a
give
lot,
that
a
Houdini
lot,
and their merit.
a lot of them, a lot.
All these little niggas running around now thinking they can. You saw la cara de, I'm the cara of trap, la cara de drill, I'm the face of drill, face of trap. Dude, you wouldn't, them dudes wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Chaka, Houdini, and Tigara H89.
No,
Even Tali said it. Tali Messia and Lito say all the time. We wouldn't exist without them.
Yo me río because I've been in situations with him in the studio que tigres que dicen que son la cara que I've called writer's block. Que yo le digo a él, yo, this can't be serious, bro.
Oh, dang.
What they call it writer's block for?
Because Chaka always gets there before artists to work and listen on the beat and write what he gotta write. So Chaka, Chaka's want to do his shit 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got it. Let me write. Let me go in the booth and now you want to come all superstar status late to the session.
I hate that shit when they come late, bro.
OJ, you want to come late to the session? Then you hear Chaka shit, and you sitting down there, and you just your eyes go like. And then you start looking at. Then you start looking. Oh yeah. Then you start looking at your boys like, and I'm supposed to come in after that. Espérate. Let me start writing. Yo, let me hear the beat again. Let me hear that verse again. Let me hear that beat again. And that's when I'll be like, yeah, Chaka, ¿cuánto tú quieres aportar? Que va a haber writer's block. Nah, de relajo. Chaka, ¿cuánto tú quieres aportar? Que, all right, vamos a aportar la comida de esta noche when we leave the studio. Que esto no se va a terminar hoy. Nah, we got to finish it today. I'm like, all right, you want to bet? Let's shake on it. Niggas will be in the booth trying.
Crazy, man. That's a great testimony right there.
Trying, and I be telling him, I'm like, dogs, that's why you will always be my favorite. Because you know what you're doing. Tú no vienes para el booth, di que patá, di que Rolando, vamos a beber, que no, you came to work.
You came to work.
After you do what you do in the booth, then you relax, then you drink, then you smoke. After you finish doing what you did.
Yeah.
But no.
A lot of artists don't get
No, and the funny thing, Panda, that estos tigres quieren entrar to the studio session ya en alta, en coro.
High on some shit, drunk.
Yeah, so my thing is like, nah, B. Chaka. Like sometimes I play the big brother role with him because he knows I love him dearly. And I know that when we get to the studio that he invites me and I get there and he still haven't wrote nothing or whatever, yo le digo a él, yo, tú no vas a fumar, tú no vas a beber. Primero ponte a escribir, listen to the beat, ponte a escribir, do what you got to do so you can knock this shit out the way because who's coming? Oh, fulanito de tal, I got to see this. I got to see this.
Word, that shit was great, bro.
I said, no, I got to see this. Watch. You want to bet? You want to bet? He was like, you always do that. I said, you want to bet? That's all. I want you to tell me, yeah, let's bet. Let's bet. Porque I know what my boy is capable of doing, bro. I told him straight up, if I had $1 million or if I was in A&R in a Latin market, he would have been my top dog.
Word. I think he has mainstream status for sure.
Yeah, of course. He would have been my top. He would have been my top dog. He would have been my top dog. I would have built around him.
So, in your opinion, en tu opinión, aparte de tú, obviamente, tú eres amigo de Chaka, yo soy amigo de él, somos hermanos de él. That's our favorite. Not only because he's family to us, but because he's actually really that nice. But aside from him, in your opinion, and I said in la Mesa Redonda, dinner at the round table, who's your favorite out of the young cats right now coming up, in your opinion? If you even listen to that, because I don't even know if you listen to, you be on some old school shit listening to.
Nah, you know who I like? I like that kid. I like that kid, Nelly.
Nelly Nels.
That he got the moñitos.
Yeah, he was here on the show. We had him.
I like him. I like him.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him. And then there's a kid como Tembo Montana.
Yeah.
That's his name?
Doba Montana.
Yeah,
they're both part of the same management group, Panda Management.
All right.
From the Bronx.
I like him. I like him out of the and then there's a couple of more that I be listening to, pero el Nelly ese, yo no sé what it is about him, pero he's catches
different, bro. He's different.
He catches me.
He's different.
And from the female rappers,
Tu sabes, Lady Vixen. Who else? How about Queen Parker? You like that little girl, Queen Parker? She's family too. She's cool. I think she's cool.
I gotta see
because
there's not so many that catch my attention like her, like Lady.
That Lady Vixen, but Lady,
because
she's a lyrical assassin. That's why.
And everybody's afraid of her. Guys,
even guys are afraid of rapping against her.
Guys are taking guys. Oye, los tigres have taken her verse off. The Tigres have taken her verse off.
That ass.
They have taken, oye, la doña, they have taken her verse off.
Wow.
If you and her got a feature, te vienen con un cuento and be like, la doña, I'm sorry, we gotta put Nelly and el otro day. We gonna put them. I'm sorry. Why? Because you too lyrical.
Yeah, too lyrical.
I would like to see Lady and Young Ma trade bars for bars.
Wow. Okay.
Spanish and English.
Young Ma and Lady.
They listening.
That would be dope.
Lady Vixen and Young Ma trade bars for bars. Like both of them in the studio and they going bar for bar.
That should be fire.
You gotta have him on the show.
But then you have it, man.
Because I like Young Ma. I like Young Ma a lot. I like Young Ma.
I like Young Ma too.
Pero I would like to see them trade bars for bars in a dope, and the beat gotta be Buddha and Grams. Buddha and Grams gotta be the beat because that's my favorite producer, Buddha and Grams. Besides Canelo Music and Ecstasy and Ecstasy and ¿cómo es?
AMX. I'll cover.
Yeah, I'll cover and Canelo. And ¿cómo se llama? Buddha and Grand. That's I gotta hear his beat on them too.
A lot of people don't even know, bro. I'll cover Ecstasy. They Grammy winners, bro. They won Grammys already,
and they won't give them
they man the low. They don't give them the props because I think part of the Dominican culture is kind of like to hate sometimes. They hate on each other sometimes. But now it's getting better because now the genre is going up. The genre is going up. We're affiliating ourselves with the whole Latin market, not just with the Dominican culture. And Laboris who work with us a lot. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans work each other a lot. Mexicans and Dominicans work a lot together. So it's more that the music became more international as opposed to it being just from New York. ¿Tú me entiendes? Que se hizo más internacional en vez de ser Nueva York y ahora se está fluyendo mejor. It's flowing better. You know what I mean? All the Latin market is huge right now. It's the biggest genre in the world right now. Bad Bunny is the #1 artist in the world. Nobody's bigger than Bad Bunny. Nobody by far. I'm talking about far. His numbers are crazy.
No.
His numbers are so crazy that he was able to go to WWE and fight.
Yeah.
What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that?
He won.
No, you got the.
He won.
My hero, my guy.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo, remember when Bad Bunny used to be in the hood when Anuel just walking around like normal guys? He'll tell you, Mike Jones, Pitbull. What's your right hand man? Used to be with you all the time.
Until this day, he is, B.
Pitbull.
I could text him. I could text him. I could call him, and he'll pick up the phone. Dime negro.
Yeah.
We call each other café con leche. And he'll be like, dime café. And I'll be like, tu sabes leche, tranquilo, dame luz. Where you at? Where you at? What side of the world you at? That's my heart.
So there you go, yo,
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. International. That's the whole thing that always struck me, right? We're the trendsetters in New York. Everything came out of here, including the Latin rap game, the Latin hip hop genre, right? Came the Bad Bunnies, the Anuels, the Arcangels, all those guys. They exist because of the movement in New York. That
remember,
Chaka Houdini started, right?
Yo, but remember now que también Daddy Yankee used to be on Broadway.
Was on Broadway too.
¿Cómo se llama? Arcángel and De La Ghetto used to be here in the hood.
141st, Arcángel's for 141st. But what I'm saying is that it being a New York thing, both on the English and Spanish, particularly in the Spanish, I'm talking about it being a New York thing, that we never had a New Yorker come out hard from our hoods, come out and be like a trend.
Es que nosotros no lo queremos apoyar.
We don't support them. So, ¿cómo tú te sientes eso cuando no le damos el apoyo? ¿Qué tú piensas de eso?
Yo pienso que al final del día, si nosotros lo apoyamos, if at least one of us makes it and gets the support he needs from New York and makes it, and he has a good heart or she has a great heart and don't turn their back on New York and could be like, all right, let me make it. Let me get to the position that I need to be in so I could be able to bring you up next. And from there, we start bringing everybody in that we have our own office, that we could sign. We could sign our own artists. Why? Because now we got a Sony.
Interested in the hood.
Yeah, we got a Sony that's interested in the hood. We got a Def Jam that's interested in the hood. You know, we got what else? What else? What can we say? We got a Rock Nation that's interested in the hood. You know, we got all these record labels that could be like, you know what? Let's take this chance.
But the funny thing is, we got guys from the hood that work for these companies.
Yeah, but al final del día,
you got Goldo, you got Jeffrey Acevedo, you got all these guys, man, Richie Cruz, and they said that the reason why they don't even make the attempt or no hacen que ellos ni tratan es porque ven que el movimiento está divariado, like it's all over the place. Like dudes is hating each other. They don't want to be artists. All they want to be is gangsters. Yeah. You know, there has to be
so you gotta decide.
There has to be
It's hard.
You want to be a gangster or you want to be a rapper? That's what you got to decide at the end of the day. You want to be doing jokes, bro. You want to be doing jokes or you want to be spitting?
Word.
That's how I see it.
They need someone like you, to control that. You know what I mean?
You gotta be the mayor of the Lion genre in New York, boy.
Let me tell you something. That when I was dipping and dabbing in the land thing, that was my goal. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I really wanted to do, in the sense of, all right, I'm cool with the sports. Now let me see if I could do this music, that I could try to bring these guys up to the labels and give them a chance and stuff like that. Pero like I told Nelly earlier, if mines would have never gone locked up, we could have gotten that opportunity of me taking them up to one of these labels and be like, yo, give the guy a chance, see what you could do with him, and let's get this ball rolling. I'll be in charge, either A&R or a manager, but I'll make sure that he got to do music. I'll take him away from the streets.
Word.
And lead him in the right path. Just give me a budget that I could work with, that he could work with, and we good.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
but I mean, look right there, you got it. I see you.
Don't give up on those dreams, Mike Jones. You can still got it.
Matter of fact,
you crazy?
As a matter of fact, me and you is gonna put a team together. Los dos costarruces, los tigres que organizan a todo el mundo. Me and you, we're gonna get together and we're gonna start a whole movement of town, B.
Yeah, you started a movement, something that's respectable, you know, like dinner at the round table, you know, like they see it and they're like, oh shit, all right, I want to be part of that. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that, you know, yo, que ese tiempo estaba, bro, but there was so many teams competing with each other that you couldn't really tell who was really gonna be the one that's gonna be like, you know what, this is it. This is the group. This is the group that's gonna pull New York on the map. But there was too much pulling that it was like too much friction with everybody.
And then the fans that live here, they're like, what the hell these guys are doing? So they start supporting outside artists that aren't even from here. Like Arcángel is from 41st, but he left when he was 12. You know what I mean? So he's not even considered New York anymore. He's considered, you know what I'm saying, from Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? So entonces, look what happened to Messiah. Messiah, the minute he left New York, he started shining. Nicky Jam picked him up. Tiene una canción con Ozuna ahora y con Nicky Jam.
Millonario.
Con Nicky Jam, Ozuna.
And that's it. That's them three.
He's in the main. Now he's mainstream again. Now he's making money. He's in the limelight. Yo, he said he was broke. Dude, he was living off of $100 a week because cuando él cobraba un cheque de lo que sea, de YouTube, lo que sea, era para explotarlo en la discoteca or explotarlo with nice jewelry, whatever, and clothes, just to impress the same niggas that he's competing with. What type of shit is that? He was living off $100 a week, my guy. Messiah, the one that started the trap movement in New York. Come on, bro, that's insane. How you the godfather of a derivative of a genre and you fucking broke, my nigga? It's because your own people don't support you, and even your own colleagues, the artists around you are going against you, bro, and gunning at you, bro. It's hard. He left in Miami, and now he's shining like a star, bro.
No, that song is tough. That song is tough. That I think the best move he did was just leave New York.
Yeah.
And then leave New York.
Yeah.
So he could get back focused.
Yeah.
And at least he was in a dark place that he said to himself, I gotta dig myself out of this place.
Yeah.
If Lord, if you give me one more chance, I promise you I'm gonna do right.
Yeah.
And the Lord heard him.
It is.
And that's true.
You gotta get yourself out because it's it's sad, but it's true. But there's just so many haters, and they get in your way. They distract you. You know what I mean? With all vamos a fumar, vamos a beber. You know what I mean? Every Friday night, every Saturday night, every Sunday night, every day. You know.
That's
and
true.
I feel that too because I was living in Dykeman for a really long time, and I got out to Jersey because I have my son and I got my job, and as much as I love to hang out and I love my peoples and it hurts me to leave, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I had to do it because it was causing me too much distraction. And because of that, Nelly, you saw I was able to get a nice big house, a nice big car, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just got to know what
She was living next to like Joe Biden.
I was
in Edgewater.
In Edgewater.
Fabulous.
Good.
I was there for 11 years and I had to, you know what I mean? But you know me, like Nelly, you know me for mad years, like what, 10, 15 years or something? I would always come back. Every day after work, I'd be like, damn, it's like, I can't.
You knew that you had to disconnect yourself every so often to like, realize what you wanted to do. Because if you stay in the mix, if you stay in the sauce, I mean, listen, New York, they say if you make it in New York, you make it anywhere. You know why? Because it's so fucking hard.
City of dreams.
It's so hard.
City of dreams.
So if you do, damn, you're like you're a diamond in the rough.
No,
crazy though, because when I
pressure makes diamonds, bro, and the shit about it is like you gotta survive out here. You feel me? Rent ain't cheap. Fucking, especially if you're trying to be out on your own, nigga. Rent ain't cheap.
I mean,
fucking studio.
I live right next door to A. I live right next door to him, and they kicked me out. I was paying like $700 a month. And then when I came back a couple months later, after they renovated and all that, they was renting that shit for almost $3,000.
Yeah,
the same apartment that I paid $700 a month, right next to you, eh?
Check this out. Chris Wright is a living testament too. Chris Wright, tell him your story, bro.
Nah, I'm in Texas right now, Dallas, Texas, and dude, let me tell you something. I thought I was gonna miss New York. I was like, should I do it? Should I not? And then when I went back to New York, like I think April, I was like, this is the reason why I left, man. It's not the same. It's dirty. It's depressing. It's like I was getting back into old
habits.
Old
habits.
I was only there for 4 days, and then I was like, I gotta go back to Dallas, man. And then I realized like Dallas has become my home now and I don't miss New York, man. I don't miss it. I was like, the mode of it is, and people, it's like a prison in a sense. New York City is like, people think that nothing's better, but it's still the greatest city in the world. There's nothing that compares to New York, but sometimes you just got to get out. And when you do, you
what else is out there.
And when you definitely know what it's like to, and then I guarantee you love it in Florida. It's a different mindset.
I love it in Florida. What? Everybody hit me up. When you come to
Texas has got its annoying parts, but it's peaceful out here, man. I go back into my balcony every day. I got a creek. There's ducks. There's
watch out for the gators. Watch out for the Gators.
How many?
Oh, I got the Gators. I got the Gators right here. His name's
You got the Gators. I
got the
Gators, but I'm far away from the Gators.
Wait, but you being a butcher, how many ducks and gators have you killed already down there?
Only one is you, Nelson.
Yo, Butcher, I got a question.
What's up?
Is it true that when you become a Texas resident, they give you a gun?
I don't know. I haven't done it yet because it's like weird out here. But you know, they're about to pass legislation where you ain't gotta have no permit, no nothing. You can just walk around with a gun like it's nothing.
Like I heard niggas just give. I heard people just give guns as gifts and shit out there.
Like
here's a revolver.
Be like, hi, cowboy. Hey, you just moved to the neighborhood. Here's a nice rifle for you.
Soon.
He's a nice steak, a nice ribeye, and he's a revolver.
Yeah. This one my granddaddy gave me this one, so you better use it wisely.
It's not existent here in Dallas. Like you don't hear it. I've heard it maybe once or twice, that real thick Texas accent, but I haven't really heard it out here. They're amazing. They're amazed with my accent. Like when
because you're in Dallas. Dallas is a lot of like outsiders there.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like Florida, like being gentrified.
So, yo, the mayor, if you're ever in Dallas, you need some primate meat. Pause. Go to Chris Sweater.
So I want to tell
you. I don't need that type of meat. I don't need pause. I don't need that type of meat.
Yeah, you vegan now, right? You turned vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, you vegan? Okay.
Congrats, well, if you need that impossible, the Beyond Meat, whatever they call that shit.
Beyond Meat.
Yo, I want to share this story though about how like our influence is like crazy. So I was in Whataburger with my brother, and me and him, we started talking like real wild New York slang, and like we're just talking back and forth. And this kid was sitting there soaking it up. He's like, I've never heard people talk like this before. And this is a hood kid, and he's just like this. And he's like, yo, it was him and a girl. And me and my brother were noticing that he's just like so intrigued. He could not believe it at all. Could not believe
New York
it.
accent? Like,
and we were going, wow. Because you know how like New Yorkers, when we get together in the hood and we start talking.
We overdo it.
And it's like we do it with the hand motions and we like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's up? That's what I'm saying.
You know
what I'm saying? Like chill. Up the block. You know, and we get so like animated and like excited, and people think we angry, and it's like we just having a conversation. This is a conversation.
No, everything that New Yorkers does is always angry, bro.
Always, but we never angry. It's just how
I love you, bro. I love you.
Everything always angry.
People. Like people when they never hear that before and they never see it, it's like they're amazed by it. Yeah. I found that funny. Though. I was like, laughing.
Why you think other countries treat New Yorkers different from Americans? That us. You could go anywhere and be like, yo, I'm from New York. Oh, you from New York? You say from anywhere else in America, they'll be like, all right, whatever. We don't care. Oh, you from New York? You're the shit.
Yeah, but you know what? Like down here in Florida, it's like, yo, where I'm living at right here, this is actually turning into like a little Dykeman. Like everybody here in Orlando is from New York, like straight from New York. You see, you know, the license plate and everything, the LeBron, you know, that LeBron kitchen place that's over there in 10th Avenue. There's one right here next door to my house. The same exact owners from up there by Dykeman.
Bro,
so, this shit right here is all the New Yorkers are piling up down here in
when
Orlando.
Small businesses and like people started getting like losing their jobs during the pandemic, everybody started fleeing the city.
And it's getting.
But a lot of people realize that instead of paying $2,000, $3,000 for a 2-3 bedroom apartment, in the hood, like I'm not saying nothing. I grew up in Dykeman. I love Dykeman, bro. This is forever my home. But sometimes I'm like, damn, like shit is getting wild.
No, y espera ahora que with this gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did the rezoning go through or not?
Yeah, it didn't go through yet, pero watch when that shit goes through.
I mean, that should go through I remember for years. Like I lived in Dykeman and Broadway, and they sent us letters under the door talking about the rezoning and stuff. I remember that was like what, 5 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
they need to stop that shit, because all the gentrification and rezoning is only going to cause the crash of New York. Because in all honesty, being honest, if you're not like if you're not like in the hood, like, and I'm talking about, I'm talking about like low income housing, you're gonna lose a lot of small businesses. You're gonna lose a lot of authenticity. You're gonna lose a lot of culture.
Dogs
in the city.
We have a bike lane. Who the heck rides bike in Dykeman?
Yo,
Bro, why is there city bikes
The
on every block?
gentrifiers. The gentrifiers.
There's city bikes at every block. Every block.
You know who
Every
rides
block.
them? You know who rides them? The gentrifiers.
And you know what's so crazy, OJ? Just a couple of years back then was when they started planting trees in every block. Every block has a tree, right? I say, this is what I say, that every block has a tree, right? That's because I have a feeling that they're gonna try to build like a bubble type shit over New York City in general, like the movies that they be showing, that they put the bubble and the trees that's in every borough is gonna be the oxygen for us.
Oh my God, you scaring me.
Because I'm telling you, remember, we grew up in an era that we were watching the Jetsons and we were watching all them skyrocket shows and stuff and them robots. We still haven't seen it. Just the other day, there was a stakeout or an investigation, and they brought out the robot dog. The cops. You
seen that?
No.
They brought out the robot dog.
You that for real? I saw
that one of those things cost $100,000.
And they got in trouble for bringing that robot dog out because the government the police department didn't know about it, and they brought that robot dog out.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy, man. Listen,
when it comes to technology, the government funnels it to us.
Yeah.
So the way it works is that the United States citizens society is about 50 years behind its government. So the government's really living in 2070 right now.
I think they're getting it from us. The public.
No, it's not that. Is that
remember we were supposed to see flying? We were supposed
about it is that they feel that society.
We were supposed to see flying cars in the year 2000, and we still haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
I think this already.
It depends what you mean by flying cars, though.
What you mean? Like,
we got a lot of
cars. Talking about like you're talking about just cars that fly, or you're talking like anti-gravity?
Yeah, no, I think it's already.
If you're talking anti-gravity, society's not seeing that for the next 150 years.
They got a Buddha or like a.
Unless somebody decides to just bring it out, we're not seeing anti-gravity for the next.
Wait, you have to understand what flying cars means though, because in Dykeman and Uptown, there's a lot of cars speeding that be flying by.
Con la hookah, flying by.
And the guy goes to Planet Fitness just to do biceps and back.
I hate that shit. How many accidents almost got into Dykeman? People hit me head on, like nobody just cutting me off. Like
that's one thing, man.
I used to live in Dykeman and Broadway. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I moved there, and I had a car.
Oh my gosh, she was right there.
I was spending.
You know what we call Dykeman and Broadway. You know what we call Dykeman and Broadway. I live on Dykeman and Nagle. Dykeman and Nagle is Compton. Is the West Side. Is LA. Dykeman and Broadway is Ocean Drive, Hollywood Boulevard, and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's
true. The last blackout, I'll never forget this because it was like yesterday. The last blackout that we had in New York City, the shit was so bad that down here was pitch dark. I'm glad that the moon was so bright that it was, it was bright enough that it had like the projects lit up and everything, right?
Wow.
When I walked towards the corner of Dykeman and Nagle, and I look up towards Dykeman and Broadway, I'm like, yo, why is it so bright up there? So I grabbed some of my niggas with me, and I said, yo, let's go walk up there. Nah, Mike, it's too fucking dark. I said, so grab whatever you want to grab, because I'm good. I'm walking with something. So grab whatever, and let's just walk up there. I want to see what's that bright shit. Cuando nosotros llegamos para allá arriba, it was a spotlight of the precinct that the cops put right there on the corner of Dykeman and Broadway.
Wow, just for the gentrification.
No, en esos tiempos no había gentrification because that blackout. When was the last blackout? Like in 2000 something.
Yeah, but
I think 04, 0304.
Yeah, 0304. That was the last blackout.
Yeah.
That
and there was no
gentrification for a long time though.
Nah, but there was no there was no gentrification at that time.
You think there wasn't, but there was, because I remember one of my boys moved to Seaman right around the corner from Mama Sushi. Yeah. And he's one of our co-hosts in the Spanish in Cincolte, Campos. I know Campos, Danny. Yeah, he moved there. Yo, he put the music so fucking low. And literally right away, that whole building was full of retired Jews, retired Irishmen, all that. The minute he put music on, it was over. They called the cops. They got him kicked out of the building after 2 weeks.
Yeah, because that's how
the music loud.
But no, that's how they are, B. Pero when we saw that, we barked at them like, yo, how is it that you guys have a spotlight up here and you guys don't have a spotlight down the block? Like, look down the block. You can't see shit. You cannot see shit. But people walking with flashlights. But you guys got this big ass spotlight right here. Why? Because these are the white people up here. This is a little white neighborhood right here, right? Dykeman and Broadway.
That's what it was. There was a lot of it was already there. But anyway, guys, listen, man. DP, Mike Jones, man, I appreciate you coming on. Let's get the final questions in, because Mike Jones, he's a very busy guy. He has to go back to being the mayor of Dykeman. He has to take care. He got a town. People probably, doing crazy shit right in front of his window right now. He's here podcasting with us. But anyway, let's get everybody our last final question. Let's start off with La Dueña, because you're the first lady. So let's start off with you, La Dueña, then Chris and me. One last question, and then we can wrap it up.
I mean, I don't really have any questions. I just want to thank you for coming on to the show. I really feel your vibes, and I really appreciate that, and all the positivity and all the greatness that you're bringing into the hood. I really love that. I spent probably 10-15 years up in Dykeman and in Nagel and, all over the place. So, that's always going to be my home to me, even though now I'm out, I'm down in Florida now, pero I just really appreciate, you coming onto the show and spreading your positive vibes with us. And, I really like that. So I see you doing lots of great things in the future, and, just keep it coming,
Thank you. A los Sammy Sosa.
Oh, wait, what the hell happened there?
Sammy Sosa.
Fuck me.
That's what I heard when y'all guys did that. I heard some
Yo, you better put this episode a la medianoche, brother.
A la cama con porcel.
A la medianoche, you better put this, man.
We're gonna do that a la medianoche. By Mike. You're gonna be the host of that one.
Yo.
Oh man. So that's crazy. It used to be the show back in the days. You posted it not too long ago. The Cama con porcel, it was very explicit.
Oh hell yeah.
Right here, let me see. Like Cama con porcel was this very explicit late night show of this fat Spanish guy that had 20 girls around him in the bed. And he would just talk about explicit shit. And he was a big womanizer on the show. It was fucking hilarious. Remember that shit, DP?
Dogs, that nigga was Robin Bird before Robin Bird.
Yeah, he was a Latino Robin Bird before Robin Bird.
And what was the other before Robin Bird? Midnight Blues.
Midnight Blues. Wow. Yeah, he used to have a crush on Robin Bird, no lie though. But anyway, the other day you got a final question there for DP?
Talking to me?
Yeah, the other day, that's you, right?
That's me. Sometimes.
I
don't got any questions, but yo, Mike, keep doing your thing, bro. It's always been a pleasure talking to you, man. And keep your energy up. Love you, bro.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that.
Chris Ryder, the butcher, in the building.
No questions, man.
Watch out now. Don't kill my brother. Don't kill him.
It's always good to have somebody on here that shares positive vibes and, is doing big things. So, yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show.
Man, I want to thank you guys, man, for the opportunity, man. Because I normally don't like doing podcasts and stuff like that. Lo mío, I just like, staying behind the scene. And I'm going to be honest with you. I never really wanted to be in the spotlight. Honestly. I was always behind the scene. And with this Dominican Power movement, Like I used to go watch my cousins and them play, and I was always behind the scene, always. And the lifestyle that I live, I definitely would wanted to be behind the scene. But basketball, basketball and football always been my passion.
Yeah.
And when I seen them create that movement, I wanted to be a part of it, because not only was because of my cousins, but because at the end of the day, we weren't supposed to play this sport. And to see them create this movement and me be a part of it along with them, I said to myself, man, I got to do it, bro. Even though I didn't want to be in the spotlight and I was always, escondido and stuff like that, and I didn't really want people to be in my business and stuff, it was like, I got to be, because my cousin's English was so-so, being that you from DR. So whenever they wanted to get interviewed, they would be like, no. They used to make me talk. And I wasn't really, but imagínate, the lifestyle that I lived back then, once that camera used to go like this, it was like lights, camera, action, mic, poof.
Yeah.
And my
And
mouth
then
was like,
falls into place, right?
That might be the reason why you got the mayor name, huh? Anyway,
everything was like,
we're not gonna blow you up on that part. But listen, man, I don't know about these guys, but I got a final question for you.
What is it, my
Mike,
brother?
If you had in your years of being a community activist and everything that you've done in life, had this been one failure or something, a minor step back that you wish you would have known before it happened, so you could have changed it? Oof. Nelly, no. Let me put the thing up. You can ask for a lifeline if you want.
Ask for a lifeline.
Or since you're a Pisces, you're a fish, maybe you can swim in the water a little bit.
I say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say, I can't really say I have anything, because what I went through in life, in less than a year, what I went through in life was a drastic change to better myself. When a lot of people, when a lot of people thought que yo me iba a comer mi own mierda, yo le callé la boca a la gente.
Word, man.
Everybody thought with them three life-changing ordeals in less than a year span, todo el mundo pensaba que yo me iba a comer mi own mierda.
It was one that was like 90 days right after.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. And for me to be where I'm at right now, it's like, coño. Be proud of yourself, Mike. You have come this far.
Remember, I used to pray for you every night, bro. I put my mother.
Yeah, be proud of yourself. Yeah. And I know a lot of people, a lot of haters that I have on the low, Deacon, wish for my downfall.
Yeah.
Pero I'm so much of a spiritual person. Yo no soy brujo, but I'm so much of a spiritual person, and I always believe in the man above.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ had haters.
I got too much at stake, and I still got a few things that I gotta accomplish before I could be like, you know what? That's it. Let me just fall back.
Word. Yo,
let me just fall back.
You live in the American dream and the Dominican dream. It's right there.
Yeah, let me finish what I'm still chasing. Word. Once I grasp it and I don't let it go, and I could be like, you know what? This is it. Then, pero that was a life-changing ordeal for me, and I will always. There's sometimes like the anniversary of my life-changing ordeal is March 17th.
Yeah.
My birthday is March 12th. So I'm supposed to hate St. Patrick's Day, but instead I gotta cherish that day, because that day right there
reborn, brother.
Yeah. Like Mike Jones, Mike Jones left the world at 1:30 in the afternoon, March 17th.
Wow, I remember that, but that's
he left the world. This person right here is like everybody calls me Mike DP or Mike the Mayor. This is this person. This person is the business mind. This person is the one that's pushing forward. Mike Jones, the party animal, that he's long gone. Man, I got 9 to 10 years sober.
bro.
I used to party 7 days a week.
Wow.
7 days a week I used to party.
And you was in the mix. You was in the mix with the heavy hitters.
Super.
So I'm trying to tell you, I got the phone call, bro, twice.
Super.
My heart dropped those 2 times. I'm like, what? Again? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like,
I was
the homies went to go visit you in the hospital and all. I remember they went to go see you.
I was recuperating from the first one here.
Yeah.
And it takes 6 to 8 months to recuperate from that, the first one, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Good. Yeah. My birthday, I spent my birthday right here at the same spot.
Wow.
March 17th was a life-changing ordeal.
That shit is crazy, man.
But I thank God, and for those that pray for me, I will always thank them. I will always love them. And I'm here for a reason and for a purpose.
Yeah.
Eventually, one day you guys will go see it and go be like, damn, we just had, coño, no, we had your boy. Llámalo de nuevo, loco, para que so he can talk about now.
Isn't that?
Yeah, man. Con Dios adelante, man. That's what I say. Con Dios adelante, man. It's like I tell all my kids, chase your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Because those that I tell you different, they are small-minded people.
Yeah.
Don't be a follower. Be a leader.
Yeah.
And lead by example. And leave your print on this earth one way or another.
You only live life once. You got, imagine you going up to heaven and they ask you, or you go to purgatory and another human being who's up there, which tells you, asks you, well, so what you did with your life? Nothing, just played PS5 the whole time, the whole 50 years. The other guy goes another guy looks at you like, dude, I did everything. I traveled the world and did this, time, the third. I was an entrepreneur, whatever. When I pass away, I want to be able to tell a story to whoever I meet up there, right? So that's my purpose. But listen, man, Mike Jones, man, DP.
Yo, I appreciate every single one of you guys, man.
Mike Jones is gone. It's DP the mayor now, right? So, my brother, I just want to tell you personally from the bottom of my heart, I love you all in my heart, bro. I know you for many years. You're like a brother to me. You're like a big brother.
Love you too, my brother.
Family, and I'm proud of all your accomplishments. I'm proud of the life changes that you made because I remember I was there. I got those phone calls when the shit happened to you, bro. And I put my mother to pray for you. My family was praying for you. Everybody was praying for you.
Appreciate that.
The homies went to go see you. You know what I'm saying? And then right after that, another one happened, and we prayed even harder for you. And you came out of it. You're sober. You're clean. You're a community leader, bro. Mike Jones is not there anymore. It's just the mayor DP. I love you for that, brother. You're definitely a living testimony that if you believe in your dreams and you want to change, you want to be positive, you can make it happen, bro. And this guy's the man for that. Dominican Power Basketball. You already know what it is. DP, the mayor, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Love you, my nigga.
Like, I love you too, brother. You already know, man. What's your last message out there for the little kiddies out there, brother?
Man, like I said before, man, chase your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you no different. And don't be a follower, man. Be a leader and lead by example, bro. I salute y'all, man. Con Dios adelante. Con Dios adelante always.
Yeah.
You were meant to be here, DP, for all of us.
Dale.
We out of here.
Real inspiration, bro.
Mesa Redonda Show. Epic episode today. Oh man, DP left us, but we still here. Yeah, this was an epic episode. I would have never thought.
It was.
I mean, we was gonna integrate both the I mean, we still under the same umbrella, but both the podcasts came on, Spanish and English. The shit was popping, man. I'm glad we had my DP, the man, on. You know what I'm saying? Mike Jones already left him. He's not Mike Jones anymore. But, it's still a name that follows him because of his, of his past, whatever. But, yeah, man, we had a very influential person, bro. Come on, bro. And, that's the whole purpose, man. We all got to change ourselves individually so we can change the world and everybody around us, right? So, Dueña, I'm proud of you. You're doing that. Chris Ryder, you done it, too. You're doing it right now. The other day, you're doing it, too, brother. I'm proud of you all. I love all you guys. And I'm always here.
I love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
No, I really want to kill you now.
And for everybody out there, remember, go check out my new track, Move. Drops at midnight. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. And if you guys need a private butcher to cut your meat, call her Chris. And if you need,
he got that wagyu for you.
If you need a new house, you don't want to pay that
for you.
He got that wagyu for you.
If you want a house and you want to pay that big price for the loans, go to La Dueña. She'll get you a house.
You can find me at ChristineBuysHouses.com.
I'm trying to get my house out here in Dallas. Trying to get it.
You're gonna get like a ranch so you could like grow your own meat.
I could do that. But that's a lot of work, though. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. You're gonna be the chupacabra. You're gonna be eating those cows. Pause. We out of here, yo. We out.
Somebody!